It's good. You are a good you are a good movie watcher.
Ah, thank you.
You saw things in the films, and I appreciate it.
Ah, thank you, thank you. I really liked your movie a lot, and I thought very much over it. So I think that's why I just remember lots of things to talk with you, not only ask but also talk with you. So it was great.
Good.
So what next? Are you familiar with Turkish cinema and our directors and movies? Are you familiar with them?
Of course. I know Fatih Akin, I know Bilge Ceylan, and when I say I know them, it means I've seen all the films, not only. And I have seen. I mean, when I'm in festivals, when I see a Turkish movie, I just go and see it always. And sometimes I don't recall the name, and I don't write it down, but I'm very much interested in Turkish cinema. I think that I don't know how it was before, but since these last 10 years, I've started to be interested in Turkish cinema, and I feel that there is something going on in Turkey. I don't know how it was before, and especially that one of my best writer is Pamuk. I wait each time for his next book, and when it's released, I'm like the first one to go and buy it. And Lebanon was under the Ottoman time, so, and I went, of course, already to Turkey. I went to Istanbul, and I feel like a very familiar thing. When I read Pamuk, when I see movies, Turkish films, I feel it's very weird because I've been once to Turkey, but I like I'm home.
It's so familiar, I think, right?
It's really familiar, and it's like the original. I remember when I went the first time to Istanbul, the first thing I said to a friend, I said, I feel like I'm at the original place, and Lebanon and all the other things are a copy.
Really?
And I felt as if I was from here. And it's weird, but this is it.
Come again, please.
I want to. I wanted to go now for the release of the film, but with what is happening in Istanbul.
I was also going to ask about that. Turkey is living through a very interesting period, both very strong and happy at the same time, very upsetting things. So, even in your movie, some sentences reminded me of what are we living through, because it's all about the human rights, it's about oppression, it's about cruelty. So, so you followed what happened in the Gezi events, and what do you think about it, since you're also an observer and an artist? What do you think about these?
Well, I think that's what's happening is wonderful, because I think that sometimes, we think that people are not reacting, and things are not good, and people are just accepting things. But the power of resenting things comes sometimes just like a miracle. And what's happening because of the Gezi Park is not because of this, of the construction, the destruction of the garden. It has much more important things. And it's interesting that it comes at a time when everything is great in Turkey. I mean, the economy. I travel a lot, and whenever I go in hotels, in the planes, in whatever I open, since 2010, when Istanbul was considered the European capital of culture, whenever I open a magazine, there is an interesting article, of 10 or 15 pages about Turkey. It's coming. And even here, we didn't have a direct flight to Istanbul, and this year it was created for the first time in one company. And it's interesting that when Turkey is becoming like at the top of its shape, economically and culturally talking, that all this happens.